back to my work on my specific on my Node API generator tool that is a fork. Let's listen to some music. See if we can lower this a little bit first. So it's gonna be it is a fork of Express API library, and I am in the process of adopting this to my needs, and my needs are a bit specific because I want to be able to generate a I want to generate an API, and I want to use an ORM called SQLize so that I don't have to write my own SQL code, but rather treat everything as objects and classes, potentially. So for a guy with short hair, I'm having a bad hair day, so sorry about that. Anyway, let's get after this, and let's see if we can get some music going. If there is some music actually going on here. Let's see what's on Spotify. Yes, In Your Arms. All right, some royalty-free jazz, because I've already had my streams being silenced by Twitch, which of course is not the best thing to do. Right, let's get comfy and let's get started. So I'm just gonna cd into my projects folder, and there I have a node what? API generator. Right, and that's the test refactoring. So if I do yarn test, these tests that I'm running now is really, it's a very weird test suite that, and as I mentioned, this is a fork, so I didn't write all of this. What I'm doing is I am refactoring these tests. Let's see if we can run this again. Yeah, and I'm right. So this is really weird, right? So first, when I run this, I get a timeout on this. It's expected to have installable dependencies. And without doing anything else, I run this again, and we're pushing the limit on the timeout. I understand that, but it's a bit weird that we actually pass this and move on to others. Right, let's see if I run this again. Just the same thing. And now we're going to error this out. Right. So I think that there is a timeout issue here. So I'm just going to pop this open in code, and we'll open this up here. And where are we? Let's make this a little bigger, and we should be right. He's expected to export an express, right? And this timeout. So I don't. Right. I don't think I need this timeout here. What I could do, in principle, is to increase the timeout here. Could we say timeout like 9,000 or 90,000? Let's see if we can do that. And let's run this again. And it's the same thing. No, actually no. Right, because we timeout of 2000 milliseconds exceeded, and now I just put it down on a massive amount. And what do we have in the launch JSON? Here we have a timeout of a massive timeout. We can do the same thing in this in package JSON. I was like hoping to be able to I don't know if I want this bail here. I don't know if I want this. So I think bail is actually leaving the test suite as soon as it encounters one failing test. So I'm not really sure if that is what I want, but I do use it here as well. Although here it doesn't seem like it actually kicks in, which is really weird. And reporter, do we say colors? Oh, sorry. Do we say colors here? Reporter, and we don't say colors. Bail. Right. So let's do the same thing here. Well, let's just say reporter. And let's run this in our VS Code. I'm becoming more and more used to running my tests. Oh really? Uncaught error, reporter. Really? Reporter spec, of course, right. It needs to say reporter spec like this. Silly me. Unknown option, reporter spec. Right, well, thank you very much. I'm not getting any wiser because of this. Right. Okay. So we are in the same state as the other. We will now just make sure that we get these tests. Actually, I'm not sure. I can remove this. I'm not sure I want to run this in my VS Code. Perhaps it's easier for me to just keep on running those tests in my terminal here. Right. So we'll change the syntax from should to is expected to. I prefer that one actually. Myself. So let's do that. Also, let's just check my Twitch stream. There we go. Right. And here's my handle. There we go. And right. Oh, I see two users. Hello, viewers. Don't be shy and say hi in the chat. You know, if you want. If you don't want, you don't have to do that. Anyway, let's see if we can change these to const, and we should be good. We should be good. I got a weird message from LinkedIn. Why would I get a message from LinkedIn in my group? Oh no. No group messages. No. Just gonna be yeah. Right. We don't want that. Top-out. Remove. Right. Let's get my clock started because I want to get this done in 1 hour. I've been at it for a few minutes, but never mind that, right? We can go on for 1 hour at least to solve these problems. It should be 49 minutes because I've been doing it for 1 minute already, from the 10 minutes. But let's stick to this 1 hour. So we should be able to do this, and up to this point I am good. I should be good. Now this one, the --git, will cause me some problems. Let's run these tests and have a sip of coffee. Take away. Okay, so we have 7 passing, and we have everything in this section passing, but we have this one running a little too long, 2600 milliseconds, but that's life. Nothing we can do about it, right? So let's have a look what's going on in this one. Let dir files, we have a mockup before. Let's see, it's talking about this before blocks. Right, I'm not this timeout 3000. Right, I can I don't think I need all of this. This is not needed. I'm just gonna do a little bit of refactorings here to some newer version of JavaScript, and I also gonna remove the mockup. But let's run this first. I should still have 7 passing tests, and then some. Yeah, so I'm good. That's good. Now it takes even longer. Damn it. That's not cool. Let's have a look at if I can remove this. This is really legacy code that I'm working with at this point. I didn't write this myself. We're doing some cleanup. We're gonna have to take a look what cleanup does for us. But let's cut away even more code and see if we can get this to pass. We're still on 7 passing. Let's run it again just to make sure. Still 7 passing. And I'm a bit worried about this, of course. And I know, right. But then again, we are testing some functionality that actually writes to my file system. So if I can do this, then I should probably be able to move this out of the describe block, and then here but why would hold on a second now. Right, this is also code repetition. There's code repetition here as well, so I should be able to. Also, I don't need this. I don't need this. Cleanup dir done. So if I move this up, no. First of all, Thomas, take it easy. One thing at a time. Let's just do a little more of refactorings here. These are just cosmetics, right? And I should be on 7 passing, and I am still on 7 passing. Good. Then I just want to say dot only here. I just want to run this, and this one should be just those 7 passing. I shouldn't see a failing one. I still see a failing one. Why do I see? Oh yes, because I want to move this only to this guy. Right. So we should be all good on this one actually. Right. Okay. Which means that if I experiment now and move this before and after block to this, and we run this again, let's see what's up. Did I break anything? I did. Now I broke it. I managed to break it, and that's not a bad thing. Actually, Actually, it's not a bad thing. So let's move this down here and see if we can be proven right or wrong. Right. So the fact that this is being done before, and I need to figure out what this cleanup does for me. What does cleanup do for me? I need to see. So we're cleaning up here 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's the cleanup. Cleanup is if type of directory is if type of dir. Oh, okay, so this is just if we're passing in a function, callback dir image temp dir rem, and we're removing that. Okay, so we're just removing this. Okay, so we can grab this function and export this to this guy, and we're just gonna import this cleanup. Right, and we're just gonna change this to const cleanup equals this, an arrow function like this. Right. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Awesome. Let's see what we can do more. Well, first of all, oh, Gesundheit, Thomas, Gesundheit. Let's see if we can import this on top of this guy. Where is that? Right, so we need to import cleanup. Right, and I should be able to run this and I should get the same behavior. Rimref is not defined. Of course it's not. So we're gonna move this in here. Right, let's run this now. Okay, we're in green state still. Not bad. Okay, so let's do some spring cleaning here. We can remove some lines of code. Bin path, temp dir. I'm a bit worried because I am actually... No, I'm not. Actually, I can't remove that. So we can get rid of this. Can remove this. Mocha require. I don't even think we need to require Mocha here. I'm not sure. So let's remove this and run this again. I don't think we need to require Mocha. We do, because we are using Mocha at some places. Right, we're still using this. So we're just gonna remove this, remove this. See, I don't think we need to have that include here. So let's get this. So all these tests are up for refactoring anyway. So see, there's a lot of code repetition. That is the same. We're doing the same thing over and over again, and that's not very good practice. Right, we're good. So we didn't have to have this Mocha inclusion here at all, which is good. See, we want to make sure that we can have as little code as possible. As little code as possible. Pick the long hanging fruit, Thomas. Let's see. Let's run this again. Right, we're good to go. Okay, so the cleanup is doing things for me, but like, why would I need to have this? So what if I what if I just move this? If I copy this code, comment out this thing, and place this in here, in this before block that runs before all the other describe blocks. Done is called multiple times. No, actually. Okay. Well, okay. That's not gonna fly. No. But if I... Right, so if I don't pass in anything here, and I call done here, could that be possible? Callback is not a function. Right. Okay, because we want to call this cleanup here. But what if we just do this afterwards? No, that's not gonna fly either, right? Right, no. No, you're not thinking, Thomas. But let's try this anyway. No. No, that won't fly. Let's just get back to this business. Only describe before. But what worries me is that I can't run this before this block. Could I change this to before each? I don't think so. No. That's not possible either. So do I really have to? Okay, this is not. But what if we just move this down here? No, let's not dwell on this now. What I am not particularly fond of the fact that I will end up with code repetition. And that's not cool. So let's close this one, and let's take a look at this one. Dot only function new dir error dir new, which is the same thing. Create environment return done error, create environment return done error new dir. Yeah, this is the same code. This is the exact same code. Which is like really annoying. Really annoying. Yeah. So let's remove this timeout. Let's move this down here. And so what's going down? If error return done, files pos assert equals should have 8 files. Done. So in this case we were expect files length to equal output. No, output. Right, output. Again. Oh shit, I made too many changes now, I think. I made too many changes. That's not really cool. Let's see what we can run now. Oh, really? So now this works. Wow. Hold on a second. Hold your horses now, young boy. So if, well, only, can I run with two onlys? No, you can't. So let's just get rid of this only. So this passes. Okay. So this one passes, and also let's just say eight files, and we remove this old syntax. And now this one passes again. Okay. Oh, good. Both of them are passing. Okay, good stuff. Okay. Thank you. Let's just refactor this syntax then. That's kind of the only thing I need to do at this stage. And then the real work is soon to begin. That's great. I can start writing some new functionality. If we just get this with basic, let's get returned on the files pass. Right. I can remove this. And oh yeah, we need to have basic files. Yeah, well, we already checked for this at some point. So we don't need this. Well, or unless we copy the whole enchilada. Right, we have basic files. We can copy this thing again. Yeah, we don't need this async here. We don't need the async. It's just, oh, there's so many refactorings that you keep on missing. Yeah. Expect files. Right. Should have pack. I don't need this. Basic files, including git ignore. So I can just say this. Now this will become a bit tedious later on, so we probably don't want to write all of these tests. Git ignore. Right. So we can remove this test. We don't need that one. And let's run this. Now we should be kind of greenish, and we should fail on this, should print page. So this is the age flag. So let's take a look at the age flag. Var dir let dir, which is something, right? And we have this before function again as usual, and this is the code repetition that we really do not like. So we can, at some point probably get rid of this, but that's not today's task. The timeout should be is expected to, oops, let's just copy this from here, and now that I'm here, I'm just refactor this to arrow functions, and should print usage, right? And so here I can set a breakpoint. Let's see if I run this dot only, and if I set up port created files, but we're not using files for, oh there it is, files, right? So let's just stop the execution here. Let's run this one, and here we are, which means that I can check what standard out, we should probably call it output usage. Right, so Node API generator, it's actually not that, it should be Node API and then options and dir, and then we could say something like output version number, force on not empty, usage, right. Right, so let's just check for this and check for this, but we shouldn't be using this version and then force. Right, and then we can copy this. I'm still. Why are you even bothering, Thomas? Because you will still change this to use expect to equal true. Can I say that? Can I use expect here? Can I expect? Can I do something like expect this to equal true? Can I set that? Why is this? Okay, give me an error. There we go. Right. So let's just comment these guys out for now. Right, and now let's run this again. Let's run this again. And can we step forward? So this should evaluate to files length, created files. Right, so that should be 0. So that should be okay. But now this should, yes, to print uses to print instruction usage instructions, usage instructions. And so we could say here, instead of the assert, we can say expect files length to equal 0. Right, let's stop this and run the execution again. and we're good on that. Right, let's see, I got a Slack message. Let's have a look at that. Right. Right. Let's just get rid of this then, because this is doing that, and then we're just gonna, I'm again, for those of you who are writing tests, and especially in Mocha or whatever, having multiple expect statements in one single it block is not really optimal, at least not according to me. But who am I, right? Well, I'm the guy in charge of this code base, so I can do whatever I want, right? So anyway, we're just gonna paste this 1, 2, 3, right? And now I want to just copy this to the first one, and then usage version. But well, let's stop the execution again. What was the let's check standard out. Oh, first it's just options. And then we just go for help. Yeah. Right. Say at the so sorry, I just needed to answer a message here. Options and Git. Right, so then we just go with this help thingy. And then, yeah, then we just go with the version thingy. So in this way we can test for whatever is being outputted on screen, which is pretty neat. Then we're just gonna go with the Git version, which I already had, so that was weird that it should say R here, number, and then the Git option, and the last one will be the force option. Right, so these are the instructions, but this one will fail for me because this is actually not being, it says Node API generated. I want to say Node API because that's the better thing for me. So we're just gonna say we're gonna search for this anyway. This is failing. Right, and so I'm just gonna do a global search for this Node API options dir. Why would this expect a set, okay, usage. Right. So where do we handle the -h? Right. Wow. -8 don't read mistake. Right. So that's, yeah. So we're gonna have to find this baby now. These are the templates. Here is the API generator. Right. So we're gonna have to read through this code. We're gonna have to read through this code to figure out where on earth do we get this fantastic toy from. Right? Where do we get these wonderful toys? Let me just move my camera over. Over here. Right. So I never know if the camera should be here or there or what it should be, right? So I'm just gonna sit here now. Right. Switch to a different CLI. This is the CLI before program out. Right. Version, usage. Right. And the version. Yeah, this is the. But where do we get the version from? Where's version? PK version. This is not. This is actually not that. So package.json version. Package.json. Package.json. Because the bin is not the. It's not the version. Can I call it command? Right, CLI command. CLI name. Can I call it CLI name? CLI name. Yeah, I can do that. And it's gonna be Node API. This might not be the best choice, Thomas. This might not be the best choice. Right. But now my test should pass. It did not. Really. Really. How swell. So that wasn't that then. Or was it? This music really annoys me at the moment. It's still using Node API generator usage. So that wasn't that. I need one of these. So this is a fantastic invention, people. Snooze. You put it in your mouth and you get some nicotine and you're good to go. With everything that you might need. You're good to go. You're good to go. Okay. Let's see if we can figure out where this is being generated options dir. Let's release this. And where could that be generated? In my opinion, this is definitely here. Only put into separate. Right. So why don't we just place the debugger here and we run this baby again. Yeah, exactly. So let's step forward. Wow. Where are we now? In spec. Right, so here we are. And now standard. And it still says this. This one says Node API. Right. If exit. Right. Right. Confirm. Prompt for confirmation. Yes, okay, true. Okay, that's all right. Create application given that. Install dependencies, set debug, run the app, cd npm install. Right, JS app routes users. Yeah, so we know that routes. Right, yeah, we know all of that. We know all of that. Node modules mock. Right. We know all of that. But why? But yeah, all of this is pretty straightforward. If program git, if program what package dependencies program git, if program string path, check if the given path is empty. Yeah, exit code for each. I know stream submit empty write request to wait for completion. Okay, I know all of that. Oh damn, this is really legacy code. Right, so we don't need this at all. If program NodeJS. Right, no, we don't need that because we will not use that. But then again, perhaps template engine. Yeah, let's just comment it out. Let's not remove this, even though it's never being executed because we're not passing this in. But let's just, if I just now do, let's open up a new thing and then npm npm install global dot, which installs the thing, and it's called NodeJS generator 6. So if I say node API -h, but come on, give me a effing break. It is actually, so, oh, this testing framework is killing me. Why would, let's just stop this now. Let's run this again. And the version is Node API. And this one, and it says Node API gen. Why would that be? Why would that be, you prick? This is not, this parse created files is not doing its job. It's not doing its job. It's not doing its job. So where is parse created files defined? It's parse created files is defined here. Right. Output. Right. Well, it is doing its job. No, well, we don't know if it's doing its job. To be honest, we have no clue if it's doing its job. Well, it is in the context of other tests here. Let me just change this. So this run command, and where do we get the run command from? So what if we just do console if error returns error? So if we do console log std out, right, and now we run this again and we release this guy, and he does say Node API generated. What the oh, of course. No, yes. Oh, nej, vänta lite. Right. Sorry about this, guys, but I needed to answer an email. Well, this is still outputting that, and that is because I think that in the templates, no, I don't have a package.json template, or do I? No, so well, okay. So package JSON, package. Let's just check for JSON. We're including our own here. Express name, app name. And what is app name? What is app name? I understand that, but what is app name? The fuck are you talking about? So why right here? No? Why can't I? Oh, because I'm in this now. So let's put here a debugger here and run this again. Right, so this version is Node API, that's good. But oh, so this might actually pass for me when I run the whole enchilada? Could this potentially? No. App name. Oh, damn it. Damn it. Let's run the whole thing. Right. All right. I'm totally messing around with this way too much and way too I'm just making a mess out of this, the way I look at it. At this point, I'm just making a mess out of this. Hi Luke, nice to see you here. I see you're in the chat, lurking, checking me out. We have a demo later today, I think. See if we can confuse you even more in some more Ruby. Now I managed to totally confuse the shit out of myself. So I need more coffee. Why is this assertion failing me? The app name is totally good, all is good, and I still can't figure out what the help function should output. See, I am confused. This should say Node API. Dir is XMPP, right? Let's just find the red dots. No, nothing here, so I should be able to run this and stop the execution here. No, there's one here. So this is okay, but the usage options there. But I don't understand. I do not understand why this is happening here, whereas what I see, Node API H. So what if I just modify? What? Right. And so what is dir? Let's have a look. What is dir? This is that particular temp app. Okay, so let's just grab this and let's have a look if there's anything there at the moment. Yeah, of course. Right. So ls now, and we have nothing here. Really? Really? We have nothing here. And if I do node API -h, I get this, of course. So dir run in that dir. What if I? So is this what we what? No, you can't do that. Of course you can't. And you can't really run. Of course not. Right, so how the F does this run work? Is error center. Dir done, dir run. What is run? Function run. Well, we have it in this one now. Dir args call master. Or close. But why would that be called run? So we're gonna stop this here. We're gonna release this now. We need to debug this. I don't know how this one works actually, so that's my problem. That is my problem. That is my problem. And I have 5 minutes left. I've just wasted an entire hour on fixing something that apparently can't be fixed. So this one is 9 args is nothing, so that's the first thing. Then we will be running this with git. Right. Yeah, this is with git. We understand that. And then we will run this with h. Right. But bin path node API gen. So bin path concat args. Right, so this will be, so this is the problem, because I'm calling this process, and that's why this one is using Node API gen. So I should probably give this the same name. That's That's where, but I don't. So yeah, so I should give this the same name as the command, as the CLI name, because bean path. Right. But I don't want to run bean path. So I'm gonna comment this one out, and I'm gonna just to say, I'm just gonna say, actually I can copy this just to make it easier for me, and I'm not gonna say concat, but I'm gonna say node API concat args. That's what I'm gonna do. Now let's stop this, let's run this again, and process arg. What? Assignment to a constant, where? What? Because why I don't want to run this file. I want to run the CLI command. But then of course that might also be a problem. Right. Oh shoot. Really. Really. Oh really, of course. Forty-three. Let. Okay, so what we're gonna do is simply not to bother with this. Well, we should bother with this. We can't just say we can't bother with this. We need to bother with this. Time's running up, so let's just give it a few more minutes. It can take 5 more minutes on this. Let's say 10. Right, let's give it 10 more minutes. I was like totally I was way off here. Way off. Let's run this again. And I'm just gonna go with no generator. Right. Yeah, let's just go with that in this test file. I can't really. Oh fuck! Come on! Come on! What are you fucking shitting me? Yeah. Go on and move on. And then we should stop here somewhere. There we are. Right. So give it to me now. Options did. Right. This is exactly what we were seeing. Usage. So I should be able to step through this. No. Oh my god. Okay. So we're gonna do this. Oh gosh. Okay, let's refactor this. Describe usage instructions. Right. So we're gonna say usage instructions, and then we're gonna say before each. No, we're gonna say let standard out. Right, like this, and then we will say before, and then I'm just gonna run this thing. I'm gonna run this thing like this, and I will say well, of course, this if error, if we really need that, and then we will say, oh, we can just say output, and then I will say output equals this. Right, okay, and then I can say it is expected to include usage general usage instructions, usage text general usage. So here I could just say this, I can take this one and copy this into here, and here there was something like should not create any files. It is expected to not create any new files. It's not expected to create any new files. And then we're just gonna get this expect files, but we need to define, right, so we need to get this copied, and then and so we can say files, and then we just say files equals this. So we don't have to have those nested expect statements. So I can exit this one, and then I can just run this dot only like this, and we'll see I really have almost no time left. Length of undefined. Well, F you. Fuckers. Motherfucker. All right. All right. Let me just. Why wouldn't this be? Why wouldn't this be? Why wouldn't this be executed? Why wouldn't this be executed? No, okay, well. Because of what? Let me come here, come on. So okay, all right. Some fast refactoring there. Output files. Remove this. We move this to the before block. We remove this, and we run this fucking thing. No. Why can't you read? Do I really need to? Do I have to go back in here? Let's try this. A little fuck. There we go. Right, so files. Length 0. Output. Usage node. Okay. Good stuff. So let's move on. Okay. Output. Yeah. Right. 1 minute left. Right. Which one is flashing? Okay. Okay. So we're gonna need to check this one, and I'm just can I do just dot only on this one? Right. So output exactly, and we can now just say no rating options there, and now this should equal true. The test output. Why is this false? why is this false? Yeah, no, it should be the way, but this is included in output. Usage node AP. Test this out to equal true. Yeah. This should equal true. Why would this not equal true? Usage, and there's a node AP. Options there. Um, right. Anyway, we will get back into this. It's a little bit of a mystery for me why this would not pass for me, but that is the way it is. It's a bit disturbing actually, but I will. We've still made progress, and I do have a fairly okay solution at this point, but that will do it for me for now. Thank you very much for watching. I see you. It's a wrap.